Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? And how's this week going for you, huh? For me, it's quite a busy one. I've been working flat out trying to get a video done for this coming Sunday. It's a follow-on from last week's Beginner's Guide to Traffic Artificial Intelligence, which has been well watched. You probably guessed what's coming already. If I can't get it all done for this Sunday, I might split it into 2 parts and do the second part next weekend as well. So anyway, watch out for that one. What we're watching out for today is a map from a little while ago, a random map no less. It's Throwback Thursday day when we go back to the yesteryear and pick out a random map. Now there's 1,000 pages on the workshop now, so I went back to page 500 and this was the one that jumped off the page for me. It's called a random map by Senzellian. Let's see what I did there, random map. Okay, right. Yes, thanks for that, Senzellian. The start square only just gets his start intersection within the start square, one of those roads off of there. Enough to get you working, I guess. Bam in your face with the resources. God, I love them. We are using the vanilla theme here as well, and that's the thumbnail that caught my eye, hence with this one. And there's nothing to subscribe to apart from an obsolete network extensions project and sharp junction angles. So yeah, 6th of March 2016 this one came out, so 2 years old. Expect a little bit of dating. Also, expect to see a little bit of glitching with the trees popping in and popping out. We see it occasionally, and I've yet to find the actual cause for it. A couple of people suggested it was the 81 tile mod. Well, if it is, I can't do anything about that because I need it. I need it. Okay, this bridge nicely tapered up to the bridge height here. And the bridge height is a good height across the river to cover just about that island. Under the bridge though, we've got some trees there, and I'm going to kind of forgive this map because of its age. We've kind of learnt this since then that you don't put trees under bridges. They don't grow. Shrubs maybe, but not trees. Anyway, this actually very nicely done. It comes back down to the ground with a bit of a thump there. I'd like to see that ground tapered in a little bit. Once again, it's an old map. The tools were a little bit more clunky back then, and there was no move it, which with no move it makes you realise just how well worked these roads are. They're very nicely done. Now look at the trees in the background there. Hang on, zone out. Let's come back. Clip back in. Clip back out. Not the map maker's fault. There's definitely an issue with the game, and I don't know what it is exactly. If anybody can resolve that problem for me, then I would love it. Anyway, coming down here to an elevated section, and this is quite nicely done. That's better. That's not so clunky there. I can deal with that, and I can see why it's elevated because we've got to get across this railway. But once we get across the railway, we're staying elevated. And the question is why? Because we're not that high off the ground. It's not like we're going to have a city along here, is it? Look. Now, my only thought here is maybe flooding, because we're not too far from the river here. And so maybe there's an issue with flooding along here. Well, potential issue flooding along here. Which means maybe you don't want to build your city on the other side. That would be dumb. Anyway. Nice looking set of intersections here. Look at the way they all cross across each other, looping around. They look great. Absolutely brilliant from up here. Yes, from up here. Yes. Let's come down and have a closer look. And immediately, well, we'll go back to that in a second. You see some glitching between the roads. Not too bad. But have a look at here. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see it? Yeah, have you seen it yet? Yeah. Oops. Oopsie. And then this is nice. This is, I'll say, the working of these roads is really very nice indeed. You come down here, This is your start square, except for this crossroad that comes then to your bottom right hand corner there. That's the only one that enters the start square, right at the bottom now, and then off to the left. Looks a bit like a dollar sign, but yes, it's workable as a start square. Definitely workable. Also, these roads here, these are network extension roads, so you're going to need network extensions 2 now. So where it says network project, you are going to need a different road indeed. And also we've got slightly too low here, we've got street lamp clipping cutting right the way through the overpass. Once again, back then probably didn't care, but I care. I care too much. Good pillar placement here, just encroaching onto the slipway there, but not actually on the road itself. And I think as long as you just drive carefully across there, you'll be fine. You will be fine. What's next? Highways. Oh yes, highways. Follow this along under this rail bridge, which we will have a look at when we do the rail. I've got a question mark on the rail actually. It's something we haven't seen before. Well, if we have, I've forgotten about it. Now this bridge is a peach. Is an absolute peach. First of all, look, it starts together. If you see my guide to perfect bridges, it starts together, it ends together. It's a good height, but the uprights, they're staggered. But they're staggered in a way that they look right. They're ideally in the right position in that bridge, and I really like that. I think that's a really nicely done, well done bridge, and I applaud it. Apart from we got trees underneath it. Of course we got trees underneath it. Why wouldn't we have trees underneath it? Because it's a bridge, and we've got to have trees underneath our bridge in case the bridge collapses. The trees can hold the bridge up. Yeah, maybe there's an abridged version of this story. Okay, rail. I think we should do the rail next. Yeah, there's the fog. Let's hit the rail. Now we've got the rail that runs alongside. We've got this this ridge that runs across the entirety of one end of the map, and at the bottom of it, the rail follows it all the way along. And I quite like it. I mean, the rail it's a little bit lumpy bumpy. What is that? It's more like not even lumpy bumpy, upsy and downsy rather than lumpy. It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. And we've got a choice of options. We're going to go this way because I want to follow that ridge. That follows through very nicely under the intersection without any pillar clipping. We've got some blue mantle showing through here where the angles are a little bit too sharp. And it's just forced the ground to buckle underneath. Then along here to a perfect rail bridge. We can't really look too long at this because it's just like, yeah, it's a bridge. It's perfect. Perfect bridge. There's nothing really to look at with a perfect bridge. You just go, yeah, you can do bridges. Well done. This is a little bit too steep. Within the context of the game, yeah, you can let it go. But probably for me, a little bit too steep. Anyway, that goes out to the fog along that ridge there. Now we're going to go this way because there's something to find down here. Avoids all the pillars nicely again. And if we follow this down, we're going to end up at like cargo area. Well, I think it's going to be your cargo area, unless you demolish it and rebuild it. And nip around here, and it merges up with another line. And yeah, with stations. See, lots of lines. We've got some glitching here with the lines as well. It's just too sharp again. At least there's no mantle this time. Now if we follow the second branch, because we've got these 2 extra branches here, we follow these. We're obviously going to be leading to the outside world here, I imagine. Over this lovely tapered railway bridge. This is very nicely done indeed, and there's not even any street lamp clipping, which is pretty amazing. Back down to ground, and down a little bit of a bump there, but it's not too bad. Once again, within the context of the game, it's fine. Especially 2016, fine. Absolutely. Oh, hang on. Little bit of weeding on the side of the road then it's doing. It's okay. It's not actually on the road. And then we've got another station down here with some more glitching going on down here as well. Where it's just too sharp. It's a shame. And yeah, station. Hang on. That's a dead end. Let's go back. Let's go back. Back. And that's a dead end. So basically, we've got a... Who put that asset review pop in there? We've got basically a railway line that's a dead end at both ends. Damn it. Okay, asset corner, asset review. Who wants an asset? Bum, ba-da, ba-da, bum. Ah, it's asset review time. And today we are having a look at asset corner, which has nothing on it. But if we head down to the coastline, we've got a beauty, an absolutely lovely beauty. And her name is Ivania. Yes, she's having a little swim at the moment. She can't get her back to shore because she's built this old stone quay along the front. And it means it's just, she can't get up the beach. She's drowning. Somebody send a lifeboat for Ivania. That's what we need. We need lifeboats. Have we got a lifeboat station? Has anybody done one of those yet? I'm going to have to look for a lifeboat station next week. We need one. We need one. Anyway, beautiful texturing, beautiful detailing, very grubby where the sea comes in and out and such. And I love the little bollards as well for tying up your boats, for mooring up. Very nice old stone quay by Ivania, by old Ivania, and she's stony. And that's the key to that one. Back to Themington Islands, which I managed to pace just right that time. Oh dear. It's Autumn Theme by FSF Ranger with Hot Desert Lut. And it's asset time. It's not asset time. It's theme time. It's factoid time. Oh, I just need some. I need some something. Coffee. Coffee. Send me coffee. The heart does not lie on the left-hand side of the body, as is commonly believed. It is almost exactly in the middle. It's just the way that the blood pumps out. It's on the left-hand side of the heart, and whatever goes down your left-hand side of the body first, which means it feels like it's on the left, but it's really not. The cigarette lighter was invented before the match. So there we are. And actually, I know how to make a cigarette lighter. I do. Very simple instructions, right? You get a cigarette, you take all the tobacco out. And that is how you make a cigarette lighter. And on with the show. Oh, ba-bum, tumbleweed. No shipping routes, so those bridges are not a problem. Let's have a look at the water flow. And the water flow is, the force is strong in this one. Oh yes. Senzelian, you have done a good job with the water flow. It flows and it gushes. And no problem with that at all. Very happy. Good work with the water flow. Right, okay, let's have a look at the map. The map looks like camouflage to me. Don't know what it's going to try and hide from. Maybe it's hiding from all the other maps. They're just jealous of its water flow. What have we got? If we come right down here, we can see with the resource painting. I think it was the ore on this side, and then we have fertile land in the middle, and then we've got oil on the other side. So if you want to do some sort of industrial build here, might be an ideal map for that. What have we got then? We've got... I wanted to show you this. Remember there was nothing to subscribe to? Well, grasses are not vanilla. This could be Gula's long grass, I haven't checked. But I'm wondering how many other non-vanilla things are hidden away in the map that maybe I haven't subscribed to and are not showing up. Hopefully, it's just the grasses there. I'm suspecting it's Gula's long grass. I think that was the first grasses that we had. And this is an old map, so it probably would be the first grasses. I love the riverbanks, they're nicely tapered in. These bridges are possibly even a little bit low. I know that they work fine, and I just get the feeling they may be just a node or notch too low, but no grumbles really. No grumbles at all. There's some islands in the lake, which not BonBon Islands, I'm afraid, those ones. I wouldn't be happy to settle on a lake. Here we've got waterfalls. Nicely done, actually. Very nicely done. If you have a look, actually, the actual delta leading up to the waterfalls are really quite smart too. So anyway, that is pretty much all there is. Oh, you see the gouge of the river where it's been painted out originally and then spread to allow for the water to spread. I'd like to see that just like smoothed out a little bit if possible. So anyway, what can we do with this map today? Aesthetically, it's actually okay. It's not ugly. It's not ugly. It doesn't go to the second level though, I'm afraid. And for that, I'm just going to give it a slap bang middle, safe 3 stars. Detailing, I can see this guy has done some really nice road layouts and rail layouts. There is some minor glitching here, there and everywhere, and there's just not quite enough to get to the 3rd star. It's just being held back by its own minor faults. It is an old map and they quite often only get 2 stars for detailing. That is the case today. Gameplay potential. I'm giving it 4 stars. Kind of lacks a little bit of imagination, but there's no denying that you can do multiple city builds on here. So 4 stars for this. A random map by Senzellian, and that is not too bad for an oldie. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking. And thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all of that stuff. Thanks for being a friend, and thanks for joining me over on Patreon, you guys. I mean, I just like chatting with you guys and, you know, shooting the breeze and stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for being part of my life. There'll be a new list coming up in a day or two. Have a great day, and I will see you very, very soon.